Hi folks, Chef Costa here. Today we're going to be making a plant-based quesadilla. I'm going to be using an air fryer and the Sear'NSizzle Grate. There's so many things that you can do with this piece of equipment. It turns your air fryer into an indoor grill, which is fantastic. For today, I'm going to be using the griddle side of the Sear'NSizzle. But this piece has been here in the kitchen. We've been using it over the past couple of months. It's had well over a couple of dozen cycles. It started to really develop a beautiful seasoning on here, which will make it very versatile and non-stick. The ingredients for today's recipe, very simple. We have some tortillas, some plant-based or vegan pepper jack cheese. I've got my favorite pico, a little bit of a plant-based Gouda, and then most importantly, we're going to be using the Impossible burger meat. And this is a fantastic product. Pairs well with the Sear'NSizzle Grate and your air fryer. First thing we're going to do is take the Sear'NSizzle Grate for your air fryer and put it in the air fryer. We have the rack, put the rack on there and just drop the grate on there. I want to make sure that the grate's sitting level, which it is. Real easy, set up, ready to go. For this air fryer, I'm going to turn it on and put it on broil. It's set to broil. We've got the time for 10 minutes for a preheat, and we'll turn it on, let the grate preheat. While that's happening, I'm going to put the stuff together for the quesadilla. So the Impossible burger, I like using these square patties, and I'm going to cut it into a couple of pieces. This recipe uses about 1/3 of the Impossible burger per quesadilla, so you have enough on here for 3 pretty healthy quesadillas. Give me a little line. I'll take 1/3 of that away. And at this point, all I'm going to do is take it and slice it into a couple of patties here. I should get 5 pieces. And I'll just give them a little bit of a press. Not too complicated. All right, so I've got my piece of Impossible meat. I flattened them down a little bit. I'm going to use some Boar's Night Out White Lightning. These are friends of ours here at GrillGrate, and this is a fantastic little seasoning just to increase that umami flavor that you're going to get out of this plant-based burger, which if you haven't tried, you'd be surprised how much it tastes like hamburger. And at this point, our prep for the meat is ready to go. So the rest of it, I've got my tortillas, I've got a couple slices of the plant-based Gouda, pepper jack cheese. I'm gonna use my favorite pico. You could use your favorite pico. All right, my air fryer is preheated. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little sear on my plant-based Impossible meat. And so I'll stick these right on the griddle. So we got 5 pieces of Impossible on the griddle. Got set for 5 minutes. May not take 5 minutes. Burgers look perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and take them off the griddle. I tell you, if I didn't read the package to know this was plant-based, I would have thought this was beef. I did give them a little flip right before I took them off, just to get a little bit of heat from the griddle. And at this point now, we're ready to start building our quesadilla. So I'm gonna start with the oiled part of the tortilla. We're going to put a couple pieces of cheese. I'm going to actually break this cheese up a little bit to spread it out so I get a nice coverage. Not quite edge to edge. You don't want the cheese to come too far out of the middle of the tortilla. I'm going to go ahead and put my burger on there. I'm going to use my fingers and just drop it on here in the middle. And you want to even these out so you get a nice spread. That looks perfect right there. That looks good. I'm going to take the pepper jack cheese, put some pepper jack on top, and then I'm going to let this go for 2 minutes before I put the top on. So we're close to done with the first part. I'm getting ready to put the lid on there. I got my other tortilla. I'm going to drop that on top. And then we're gonna set the timer for a minute. Here we go, 1 minute. All right, so it's been a minute. We're gonna lift it up, ready to come off, and I'm just gonna cut it up. To finish it off, we're gonna put the pico right there in the center. We have a vegan plant-based quesadilla. That is fantastic with the Sear'NSizzle Grate in the air fryer. So versatile, great thing. Anybody else?